This is David Mann of Lotto Odds. It is June 21st, 2021. Okay, we have released the charts page and an upgrade to the pair draw count filter. All right, where we added the L1 doubles page and the M3C doubles page. This pertains to doubles plays when you isolate doubles on the L1 page and on the M3C pages. M3C is when you isolate the pair of sums or isolate a certain pattern. Okay, I'm going to go through this quickly and I'm going to just briefly go over this. Then I'll make future videos where we're going to dive deep into it. Okay, it's basically just the same patterns as we've talked about in the past in multiple videos. And I'm going to show you how these buttons work. See, these are buttons. These are the green and brown buttons, right, that pertain to these L1 pairs and M3C pairs. You see these green, brown, and red right there? But mostly it just pertains to the green and brown zones. These are the green and brown zones, and you can see the border here which says green. First four draws, previous draws is the green zone, and then 5 after that is the brown zone, and then red is everything else after that. All right, so that's what these pertain to. So for example, if you think just green is going to win on the L1 page here, then you could just turn it off like that, and then here green, and you're left with just 9 numbers here, which is doubles and singles. If you think singles is going to be the winner, you just isolate singles, and there you go right there. If you think doubles, there you go, 4, and this is for A31, and you have all the pair sums here, all right, that you can choose from that you think is going to win. But if you think, for example, that pink may win, right, but you don't know if it's going to be A31 or A22 or 813, you just go here, you view the pair sum. It says pair sum 8. It encompasses all these three, A31, A22, and 813. Right here, these are the pairs together. And next to it here on the left-hand side is the L1 default page. Now, as you know, if pair sum 8 wins, whatever pair is here, it's going to win on the L1 page as well. So the L1 page right now, you'll see the current pairs, okay, and that on the M3C side here, okay, which currently is viewing the pair sum 8 is pink. You're going to see when it won last. This is back as the last time pink won, okay, and these are the previous pairs, okay, like that. And basically what it is just this. If you turn this off here and you just pick these three like that, that's what the pairs are. These pairs here are these pairs here. Now, whatever pair wins on the M3C side, in this situation is pink, it's going to wind up, pair is going to be winning here. And I'm going to show you how that works. Now, I'm just going to further go through this briefly. Then I'm going to show you a really cool strategy pertaining to double play. As you know, a while back, I had been winning back-to-back. I showed you a strategy that you could win back-to-back doubles, but it required a lot of doubles to be played. There's 90 doubles, and I was playing with like 60-something doubles, but within 7 days, I won over $18,000, made huge profit there. I stopped playing with that because I was playing with too many doubles and wanted to build more features to reduce the doubles further to make huge prizes. And we've done that. And I'm going to show you how we've done that with these filters, okay? Now, let me show you what else we did. Let me explain further about this feature. Okay, so going horizontally like this, across the top, all right, is the M3C buttons, okay? M3C is this column here, okay, on the right-hand side. Going vertically is the L1 column right there. So for example, if you think L1 is going to come out green on the left-hand side, you just turn off that, turn off that. That's basically what it is. See how it's green, brown, green. These are the color combinations for what this may come out as L1. So L1, we're actually at M3C here. This is this, vertically. When you isolate that, you know that's M3C, okay? Whenever you isolate the pattern. So if we put this back, like that, and go to L1 page, which is a default page, consecutive numbers coming out after each draw, that's the L1 page. And here you go, here's the patterns here, and that's these. You see, like that. So if you put these all together, okay, like this, all right, you can come out with the winner by having the numbers reduced. That's what this does. Whatever pair comes out for the pink on the side is going to come out for L1. And I'm going to, I'm going to show you that in a few minutes. Now, you could view it by numbers, okay? You could view it by the pairs. These are the matching pairs that these two produce. These are the pairs and numbers. So you could see the pairs that these produce and the numbers, okay? It makes it easier, okay? And you could, now, hold on, let me show you something else. Hold on. Go back to numbers. All right. So, by the way, you have copy buttons here, 1 and 2. All right, that's for the first chart, second chart. You have 2 additional custom pages here. All right, and then it'll show you 2 additional copy buttons. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that covers all 4 of the charts. And what these charts are for, custom, is for you just to add your own pairs, whatever you think they are, mix them up and stuff. And I'm going to tell you why that's important, because here, if pink, right, if the winning pair, and winning pair number is within the green and brown on the first chart and within the green and brown on the second chart, logically, that winning number is going to be both in the first chart and the second chart. So they're going to match, right? So guess what? The red is the only numbers that match with the first chart. So you're confirming only 4 numbers, okay? So if the winning number, okay, in the first chart is going to be within the green and brown, okay, and within the green and brown within the second chart, then the winner is going to be one of these red numbers, because the numbers must match in both charts, okay? Now, if you continue to mix numbers up here and your winner is going to be within the green and brown, okay, guess what? Whatever red number comes out here, that is going to be the winner. So if you wind up mixing even more pairs here and you wind up like 1 or 2 red numbers and the winner is going to be in all the green brown sections, then one of those 1, 2 numbers will be the winner. All right. Let me also show you here. We added an additional button here, which basically just turns off the pair sum numbers. Okay, you know what the first one is. The first one just basically turns off all the pair sums, and so you could basically just isolate it quicker than what we had before. So let's turn that back on. All right, so we are on the L1 page. So now you have this, no numbers on there. So if you want to just use this, that helps you. It's good for visual, okay, just for visual, what you think may come out next. An interesting thing, I saw brown was overdue, and it did hit. And brown was what? And 1, 2. Look, 1, 2, 2, 1 is so overdue. 2, 1 is so overdue. But anyway, let's see here. So that's it for what we've added now with the charts page, okay? Now, the way I'm going to show you quickly how it works, okay? And then I'll make additional videos and we'll go through that, all right? So I'm going to refresh this so I could get rid of the custom pages or charts. All right, we're back in Georgia. All right, so go here, go to the charts. All right, so if you think like 921 is going to win, next draw, isolate 921 like that. Okay, and if the winner is going to be within the green and brown, the pair, okay, the winner is going to be one of these 11 numbers here. Oh, for sure, guaranteed for sure. Now, if you open up the pair sum page right there, you have matching numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and only 9 numbers there. So if the winning pair is within here, the first chart within the green and brown, and within the green brown second chart, the winner will be one of these red numbers. These are the red numbers that match with this first chart here. They must match if the winning pair is within the green and brown on both charts, okay, logically. Now, the yellow section here is where the winners tend to hit the most, okay? And this brown, see brown, brown. See how brown, brown doesn't hit often? Look at that. There's no brown, brown in the columns. Brown, brown, right? You don't see it here. Here's brown, 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 brown. That's what these are. There, okay? So this is the M3C side. Look, brown, brown. That would be this one here, brown, brown. But a lot of times I tend to take that out like that, okay? Like that. Sometimes it reduces the numbers, sometimes it doesn't. Like that. But it helps you see the numbers clearer. Now, if you think like the 921 that you chose is going to come out also green here, you can go, green is going to be up here. So you're looking at M3C side here. Here's the green on the right hand side. There's the green on the right hand side. You could turn this off right there, like that, okay? Turn that off like that, okay? And hold on. And let's see here, if you think another green is going to be on this side, right? So if you think it's going to be green, green, guess what? You could turn that off. And here you just got green, green. Okay, reduce it down to 9 numbers, take that off. Green, green, like that. All right? Very simple, very basic, all right? Across the top, again, is this is the M3C, right? Across the top, M3C, this column here, okay? Right column, and here is the L1, okay? L1 that you have. So, excuse me, let me correct myself here. What we're looking at here is the L1 page. So the L1 page is this, go vertically. See L1 page vertically? Here will be M3C page. So if you go like this, if you isolate the L921, yeah, on the M3C page, you should know that already. Okay, so turn that off. Okay, and isolate 921. Here, now you're dealing with this up here, across here. So if you think green, green is going to come out here next, and now it's going to be like that, green, green, okay? You could play around with this and see how it goes and even back test it. And I'll keep making additional videos on this, okay? Now, I want to show you, and that's pretty much it so far, I should say, what we upgraded, okay? The chart page took us a while to figure this out and to work the numbers, make sure they're all correct, and they are correct, so that's good for us. The next thing we're going to be working on is the alerts page here, which is going to do email alerts to you. So instead of you having to come here and update the numbers that you've chosen, you can enter the filters, okay, and assign the filters to an alert, and the program will automatically send you updated numbers before each draw. So all you have to do is copy, paste, and play wherever you're playing. All right? Now, let's talk about this pair draw count, the doubles. Let me show you how now you can reduce like 60 double numbers down to under 20 double numbers and catch the winner. All right, like I said, I was previously I showed you guys I won over $18,000 in 7 days using one strategy which contained a lot of doubles. But now look, let me show you how now you can utilize this filter, okay, to reduce those 60 doubles or 90 doubles to quite a few numbers, quite a few doubles. All right. Now, first, this L1 doubles page and M3C double page refers to when you isolate the doubles. So for example, here I have a split screen right now. On the right hand side, I have isolated M3C page. I isolated 921. Okay, you see the doubles there? That's what this means. It means the program knows that it will take all the 15 pair sums and it looks at the isolated doubles like this, and it looks at these pairs. So if you go green, green, it's going to look at these pair combination for the double. Okay, so if you think a double is going to come out for 921 and it's green, green, it's going to utilize these pairs, combinations, okay? That's how it works. If you think it's going to be, if you want to use L1 page for the double and you think it's going to come out green, green, okay, let's isolate it here. This is how it looks at it. It looks at it like this, okay? And this is, hold on, this is isolated as well. We're going to do L1. Here you go. There you go. So now with L1 default page, we isolated the doubles. It's going to now look at these green pairs like that, okay? Now, if I look at A31 there, okay, if I go A31 here, let's see, let's go A31. Do we have green, green here? Look at that, green, green. Look at this. In the L1 page, you have green, green winner, 788. And the M3C page, when you isolate 831, you have 788, right? And there's green, green as well. And like I told you, look, it'll always have the same pairs. Back FSB, back FSB. You see, that's how these work, okay? They match up the pairs, okay? That's how it gets the numbers on here, all right, every single time. Now, so if you go to the prediction page here, okay? If you go to here, auto strategy number 5, if you have this subscription, $9.95 subscription, okay? So for you guys who play doubles, I know a lot of you do have it. So you go to auto predict, okay? 5, number 5 up here, right? You're gonna see a page like this, okay? It's gonna show you like that, L1 hit and win. You're gonna go down here to split front back pairs, okay? All of them, right? This is how I was winning. I was just grabbing these and playing them, okay? So grab that right there, purple, right? You're going to see them flashing like that, right? If you turn off the flashing, they'll turn purple. You copy the purple. You utilize the purple copy button right there. Okay, and let me just show you how many numbers there are. So if I go here, okay, where it says attach my numbers on the prediction page, okay, my numbers, you got 63, and that's what I was playing and winning thousands of dollars. I was winning, if you remember, I was winning $3,000 back to back, 3,600 back to back, 900 back to back. That's how I got all of 18,000. I won even more than that. But anyway, but now we can reduce them. Grab those numbers, right? Grab those numbers, okay? And hold on, let me just show you. We're going to refresh this page. Go back to Georgia. All right, and we're going to go to the binary page here. You see this box that says paste your numbers? Go ahead and paste those 63 numbers in there, doubles. And there you go, pasted, right? Let's just in case put this doubles right there, isolate doubles. Because we're going to be working pairs, and some pairs do have singles, so we want to isolate doubles. All right, so here's the 63 numbers, right? Remember what we said, what I showed you. The green, green, look, 831 had green, green. A lot of them have green, green. Notice how a lot come out green, 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 green doubles. Look, and when you isolate, here, let me isolate the 831 again. Okay, isolate the 831. Okay, 831 is isolated with the double isolated. Because that's how the program looks at it for these here, the doubles pages here, filters. All right, so let's look at the green. Look how many green, 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 green. And look what wins the most. L1, L2, L1, L2. See that? Look at this side. L1, it's mostly L1 to L2, L3. And L4 doesn't hit that often. So what you're looking at, so this is M3C page here on the right. This is L1 default page on the left. That's what this is, L1 default, L1 doubles page on the left, M3C double page on the right. Okay, so if you think it's going to come out green, green, here's the 63 numbers we're working with, and how I won all those thousands of dollars. You're dealing with this. Bam, 30 numbers. Oh yeah, 30 doubles. I'm telling you that right now. And these would have been all these wins like that. If they come out like that, you would have won all these like that. This is encompassing all. Look, the great thing about this, it's encompassing all 15 pair sums. Yes. If you look at the different 15 pair sums, look, let's look at 912. Look how green, green is coming out. Green, 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 green. See that? Let's look at 921. Look, Green, 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 green. It's mostly L1, L2, L3. 931, a lot of green, greens coming out there as well. Hold on. And then let's look at 10, let's look 11, 3, 1, green, green. A bit of mixture there. All right. Hold on, we got 931 there. All right. So let's look at, how about 732s come out a lot. Oh, look at that. Green, 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 green. You know that wins a lot with doubles. All right. You can see it here. Look at that. You've seen the doubles here that are winning. Okay. How about 723? Look at that too. Look at that. Green, 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 green. So that's what we're talking about. Now, if you do something like this, let me show you, which is pretty cool. You see how here, let me close this. 788 winner, green, green. And here you had 788 winner, green, green on L1 page and M3C. If you put them together, you started out, you load them to 30 numbers, right? By just doing the M3C side doubles page. Now, if you add this L1 page, look, 20 numbers. 20 double numbers you're working with now, okay? So just like that, if you think green, green is going to come out with the M3C side, okay? And, hold on, we got to turn this off. There. If you think green, green is going to come out on the M3C side and green, green at the same time is going to come out on the L1 page when it wins, okay? This is what you do. You turn off those, turn off those, and I could just, you'll add 4 in. It's 30 numbers, but L4 doesn't win all the time. So if you think it's going to be just L1 to L3, then that's what you have, 20 down to 20 numbers from 60-something numbers. Okay, if you think green, green is just going to be on that side, L1 page, then what you do is this. 47 double numbers on that side, okay? And if you think it's just going to be on L1 page on the M3C side here, the right-hand side column, right there, you just mimic whatever you think may come out, pairs, you just mimic it. I like to play here because you see when you isolate the doubles, you have more green coming out, more green greens coming out, okay? That's what you have here, and you're working with 30 numbers. But not only that, look at this. You also have purple here. A lot of times, look at this, the majority is hits. Look at that. Hit, 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 hit. Look at that. You got one miss in all these draws. So you're looking at something like this, and this is the M3C side. You go hit like this, bang, hit, down to 24 numbers like that. And you could play it like that as well. You got a lot of greens here too. You could even add additional if you think it's going to come out with the green side there. Add down to 18 numbers like that, okay? Now, if you know what pair some may come out, if you think it's just going to be pink that's going to come out, you're down to 10 numbers. Okay, you don't even have to do the hit there. You're still down to 10 numbers. Okay, if you want to play, say, the pink and the brown, so you're down to 14 numbers. It was 10 and 4, okay? If you want to add the green to it, you got 5 numbers right there. Okay, so that's 19 numbers only. 19 doubles, okay? This is huge, folks, huge. All right, I'm talking about from 63 numbers. Now you're down to under 20 numbers you're playing with to catch these doubles, okay? And you could play multiple draws to catch the doubles. And remember how you will determine when a double is overdue. All right, I showed you on the history page 6 draws. You could even do it on the auto predict page, right? So the history page, if you see that double hasn't hit within 6 draws, all right, or any page, 6 draws hasn't hit, then you know doubles do. Here's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, even more. Okay, but it's usually 6 draws. You know what? Let me show you. History page. You can use any page. Okay, just know that 6 draws. If 6 draws has not hit a double, then it's due. So look, this is basically 6 draws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. They tend all the states tend to hit within 6 draws a double. That's how you determine when a double's overdue. That's how you determine what state you start playing a double on. Okay. So look at all the doubles within 6 draws. Look at all the states. Look. Georgia's due for a double. Look at that. Look, they're all hitting within 6 and multiple times within 6 draws. Such an easy way to determine when a double's overdue. Look at that. Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine is overdue. A double, look at that. Majority of them have doubles, multiple doubles within 6 draws. So simple to tell when a double is overdue. West Virginia. Okay, what is that? 3 states only. 3 states out of like 36 states. So, it's so simple. You'll hit doubles like crazy. And if you are working with only under 20 numbers, you can play multiple double overdue states with doubles, states that have doubles overdue. You could play multiple states the way I showed you here. Okay? So on the prediction page I showed you, go here, grab this, okay? Go to this page, the binary, right? Go to the binary, paste them here, right? And then just go and do something like that. Green, 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 green. Okay? And you'll wind up having multiple wins with this double, doing it like that in very few numbers. Okay? And you can even utilize additional filters like I showed you here. Hit, hit. Let's try another, like 723. Look, hit, hit. Okay? Hit. Right? So it's purples, purples. 7-3. Hold on. It's mixed. All right, there you go. So 7-3. How about 7-3-2? Oh wow, 7-3-2, all purple. All right, one miss, all hits. Let's see something else. Let's see another one. You could do it yourself. Okay, I'm just doing this for example. Wow, look at this 912, very popular, all purple. Look at that. And then what you could do is you could just do all purple then. On the side. Instead of doing that, you could add the miss and hits, and you just reduce that, take the green off, and leave just the purple on that side, like what they have here. So it doesn't matter if it comes out miss or a hit, you'll wind up still winning, all right? Wow. You're down to, it's 5, hold on, 5 numbers. Where's it, 5 already? 10 numbers, 4 numbers. Okay, so that's it, all right? And that's 19 numbers. That's only 3 numbers, 19, 22. Oh, not bad at all. 12-3-3 and 6-3-3 doesn't hit all the time. So anyway, that is it, folks. So not bad at all. Get your strategy down, stick with it, be persistent, consistent, and patient. All right, and we'll let you know when we release the alerts page. I wish you the best.